Tonight is only gonna end in one way. We know this, so don't hesitate, don't you wait. I know you're feeling what I'm feeling, you relate. The lights are low, focus on me. Don't worry about who's gonna see. Let's make this night all that it can be. It can be. What is up, everyone? It is your girl niacurry back at you with another video. So it is officially the summertime, and okay, I know I promised a graduation video and like a last day of school video, but I literally couldn't do it because it was so sad that editing it was just like, I was bawling. I was like, I can't. So sorry, we're just gonna cut into the summertime. So I have officially graduated from high school. If you have seen my Instagram, follow, because your girl wants to get there. But anyways, so as you've seen on my Instagram, I just graduated high school and I'm officially going to Spelman in the fall. So what's up, Spelman 2023? Y'all are beautiful. I love you. But anyways, so the summertime is usually a really busy time for me. For the past 2 years, I have been in France, and before that, I've done summer track, and that usually takes up like all of my time, or I'm working. So this year I decided I'm not working, I'm not doing anything during the summer. I'm going to focus on just being home, enjoying Nashville before I leave in the fall. So as I was sitting there plotting, what am I gonna do this summer? I decided to create this is so Nia. I decided to create a summer bucket list. So if you watched my first ever vlog video in January, I can link it here, somewhere. I'll link it somewhere over here. But basically in January, I decided to create a bucket list of the things that I wanted to do during the year. So the end of senior year is so busy. Like, you have graduation and baccalaureate and all this stuff, and you're trying to, you know, graduate on time. So I didn't get around to doing a lot of stuff on my bucket list, and so now I have all this free time. So I revised the bucket list and created the 2019 summer bucket list. So I put it in this sketchbook that I just got, and it is the 2019 summer bucket. Wait, that's backwards. Oh, well, that's not gonna help you. So I actually, like, if some of you know that I have a blog, I will link it down in the description box below, but I will put everything on my summer bucket list on the blog. But essentially I'm going to do everything on the bucket list and film it for you guys. Some of it might be a fail. Like, one of the things is to make a mini cookbook, like just like 5-7 recipes. That was two different numbers, but 5 to 7 recipes, and just like have it. And so if you know me like in real life, I can't cook for crap. So whatever I do, even if it's a fail, just know that I tried, and I'm just trying to live my life to the fullest. Okay, so today on the agenda, I will be going to the public library. I'm kind of going partially because I have like 10 overdue books, and they literally were like, we will fine you. So I'm gonna go turn those in, but also I have a book list, and this is also on my bucket list. I don't really know. It's number 4 on my bucket list is to finish the book list. So I made this really long list of books that I wanted to read, and I'm a pretty avid reader. It may not seem like it because I say stupid stuff, but yeah, I like to read a lot. So I have a book list, and I will also put that in my blog. So be sure to check out the blog post. Again, it is in the description box below, but I will have like the book list of all the books that I want to read, and I'm just going to go down the list and check off the ones that I want. Also on the agenda today, I will be making a pizza from scratch. Not sure why that's on my bucket list. I think I was watching like Ratatouille or something, and I was like, cooking. And the cooking went to pizza, and I don't know. I just was like, I've never made a pizza from scratch. So I'm gonna do that today. I'm gonna make a pizza from scratch. Again, this might be a fail. If I burn down the house, this is physical proof that it came from a like good intention. After making the pizza, I will be painting a jean jacket. So
this is also something that's like really random. I like have always wanted to be kind of into the arts. Well, I am into like acting and singing and stuff, but yeah, I can't paint. I never really took art, partially because the art teacher at my school kind of did not like me, but that's cool. So I was just kind of like, I like the whole theme of like painted jean jackets. So I went thrift shopping yesterday. Thrift shopping. Oh my god, that's like a tongue twister. So I went thrift shopping, you know what I mean, yesterday, and I got a lot of stuff, but I got that jean jacket hanging on the back of the closet door, and I thought it was like cute, and I'm gonna cut it up a little bit because it's kind of long. It's a men's jean jacket, and then I got some acrylic paints, and so I'm gonna paint that. It might be crap, and I'll be really sad. I mean, not really. The jacket was like $1, so I can get another one. But yeah, I'm gonna paint that. So before we go into the video, don't forget to like or hit subscribe. There will be more videos coming out this summer, more of like the bucket list series, and then hashtag tea, which by the way, you guys are the ones that like chose the topics for me. And y'all are some nosy people. You're nosy and you want me to talk about some serious stuff, but I will deliver because I'm niacurry. I will always deliver. But like, not really. But I will be having the hashtag tea series coming out too. Just stay tuned. Don't forget to check out the blog. Follow me on Instagram if you want to. You don't have to, but please subscribe and please like. All right, let's get this video going. Oh god. Okay, so an update. In very Nia-like fashion, I have already missed my bus. So I'm waiting for the next one. And the day is off to a great start. Okay, so another update. Your girl got lost. So basically the thing that they don't tell you about adventuring is you get lost when you adventure. So I essentially took the wrong bus because there are two 25s. I took the wrong 25, so now I'm getting back on the right 25, but I'm currently in the middle of nowhere. So yes, I really need to get my license. wait here for my bus, and it doesn't come for like another hour. So I'm gonna read. I'm like sitting on the floor. I'm gonna read for a little bit, and then I'm gonna probably head back home and make that pizza. Okay, so I am back. I've changed into a sweatshirt. Please ignore the folded top. I was putting on my sweatshirt and I got makeup on it. And any black girl knows that it just, yeah, makeup is just a little bit more visible when you get it on stuff. So I'm back from the library and woo-cha! That was a rough trip. Usually I'm like used to taking the bus, but I haven't gone downtown in a hot second, so I guess I took there were two 25s and I took the wrong 25, which sent me in the wrong direction. So then I had to get onto another bus, and then thankfully I like didn't have to pay to get on. I don't know, it was broken, and I was like, thank you, Jesus, you're awesome, because I didn't have another dollar to get home. But hey, you know, like I said, in adventures, stuff happens. You just kind of roll with that. So I went to the library. I didn't get to film a lot in the library, probably because like there were people there and I didn't want to disturb them. And it's a really quiet place, and so I didn't want to be like running around. I mean, there is a part of the video where I was dancing and then somebody passed by, and I definitely had to pretend like I was looking for a book. So that's when I was like, we're just gonna stop filming right now. But I went to the library. Again, you can see my book list on my blog. So yeah, that got a lot of books. I'll probably finish them because I have a lot of time to kill. So I'm going to, if you can't see, the stack is so high, I'm like setting my hands on it. So I'm gonna read that eventually. I'll keep you updated. I might on my blog like rate them and then have like a little summary if you guys want that. I don't know. I kind of a nerd for books, but I can understand if it's not for everybody. So right now it is like noon-ish and I'm so hungry. So I think I'm gonna start making this dang pizza. Yeah. If this pizza's bad, I'm Uber eating. But yeah, I hope this is good because your girl is so hungry. So let's get into that. Bonjour. Welcome to my cooking channel. Oh god, I like cannot stand myself. Okay, so we are gonna make this dang pizza. So right now I have pizza crust mix, mushrooms, mozzarella ball, a tomato, some hot water. I just put it in the microwave. I hope that's good enough. Some paper towels because this might get messy, oil, a pan, cutting knife, some ragu looking stuff, probably like off-brand ragu, and then some all-purpose flour. Alright, so I can't cook, so this is gonna be interesting. I don't know why this is on my bucket list, but I'll whatever.
I feel like now would be a good time to like talk about some of the serious stuff that you guys wanted me to talk about, and I think one of the topics was like talking about racism, because like I went to a PWI since about like fourth grade, 5th or 4th grade, and it's like, how do I describe it? It's not entirely racism, it's more ignorance. And so basically, it's just like there are a lot of microaggressions. And if you don't know what a microaggression is, it's like saying something, but there's like a meaning to it. And so like, for instance, people would be like, if I had my hair straight, would they be like, oh, is that weave? Like, no, what? Or like, people like didn't understand why I just hated like kind of showing my emotions that much, because if you do, and all my ladies out there can attest to this, you're seen as, automatically as a woman, you're already seen as like being super over emotional. But when you're a black lady on top of that, you are an angry black woman. So showing emotions is like, it's not a thing. But then what makes it worse is like if you don't show emotions, you're considered cold or you're considered a B word. And you know, I'm just like really not about that life. So yeah. So like in our school, a lot of people like knew me as being really loud, and I think the issue was a lot of people, this is not circular, sorry, in the middle of my tangent, okay, but like, a lot of people knew me as that, but what happened with that is like, my issues were like blasted times 10,000. Like everyone knew about my problems, and you know, there was a time when I literally like didn't even like tell anybody about my issues, because every time I would be villainized, or every time it was like, Nia's so dramatic, or Nia's so this, and it's like, you're not even allotted your own emotions, like you're not even allotted your own opinions, you know? Like, my emotions were valid, I had a reason to feel the way that I did, and yet people still made me feel like I'm crazy. They made me feel like I was over emotional, and I wasn't, you know, like, and then like, we had a couple issues with the administration over certain things, like, and I don't expect people outside of the African American race to understand all the African American issues. I don't expect that, but I do expect you to respect Black people. And partially that's one of the reasons why I wanted to go to an HBCU, is because I wanted to figure out who I was outside of just being one of the 6 Black girls in our grade. Like, who am I outside of my skin color? Because as Spelman, like, okay, all these girls are smart. All these girls are like talented and brave and outspoken and Black. So what do you contribute? And like, who are you? Like, who are you outside of just being a Black girl, you know? Okay, as you can see, I'm kind of struggling to open this top. Okay, awesome. And so I think it says, so evenly on bottom of pan using spread with pizza sauce and favorite toppings. Okay, and so like another issue I think was just, I constantly felt like I was like the token Black friend. Like, people would use me as examples of like, oh, I'm not racist. Well, Carol, you're not freaking racist, but you sure have some serious like biases, and some people really were racist. Just because you're not running around lynching people, I was about to say, well, like waving the Confederate flag, but there are so many people, and you know who you are, that wave the Confederate flag because they feel like it. So yeah, you don't have to be lynching people. You don't have to be like calling me the N-word, although some of you do use the N-word, but like, you know, to be like racist. Like, I think, and a lot of issues were like, people were always telling me and the other African American girls that like, oh, we're too political. Or like, people would be like, I don't want to talk about politics, or I don't judge my friends on their political views. Well, when you're a woman of color, you have to, because your political see, I can't even say that word, but what you think in politics, like basically like determine how you see the world. And as a Black woman in America, I can't just choose when I get to care about politics. Like, being Black in America is a political statement in itself. Like, and people don't want you to think that, but it is. You speak out once and all of a sudden you are like a threat. Like, I remember we were talking about police brutality and how Black men were getting targeted and stuff like that. And I remember someone being like, well, you know, they're at the wrong place at the wrong time. Well, you know, in America, for a Black man, everywhere is the wrong place, wrong time. Like, it could be anywhere and you still are targeted. Like, that man who was trying to get literally into his house, and that woman followed him and was like, where do you work? I'm like, are you sure that you live here? I want proof that you live here. Like, first of all, that was so freaking annoying. I would have, see, he had more patience than I did, because I would have backhanded her across the face. I would have been like, girl, bye. But, you know, like, everything you do, you take one misstep and it means all of these things, you know? Like, I was not allowed to have a bad day, because if I had a bad day, people would be like, there goes Nia again. Well, you know what? I can think of a lot of people in our school, or the school that I used to go to, that had some serious problems, like some serious attitude issues, and nobody would talk about them or give them as much heat as they gave me. Like, it was literally freaking ridiculous. I was like, y'all are a new breed. But, you know, that also could be because I'm an outspoken person. But there were some things, like, my friend Blaine puts this, like, so perfectly. But, like, okay, so when a guy is looking at a girl in a type of way, like, you just know that he's looking at you a type of way. Like, as a woman, you know that he's, like, checking you out, right? So it's kind of like that. Like, you can't, like, it's kind of like that being Black. You know when someone is looking at you and it has to do with your race, you know, like, and you can't really describe it, but it's there because you know the look, you know, and I feel like as a black person in America, you get so used to that look, and you get trained to know whether or not that look will get turned deadly. So, like, I mean, will be deadly. And so, like, for example, like, you know, for safety precautions, if you get pulled over, you put your hands on the dashboard, and, like, you know to keep your hands out of your pockets when you're in somebody's store, you know not to walk around in a hoodie, you know, well, I mean, that was new. That came after Trayvon Martin. You know that, like, you shouldn't be out late at night, you shouldn't be doing drugs with a bunch of other people, because if the police come, you're the first one to go down. You know that when you're talking to to white people, make sure that you sound really proper so they don't think that you're poor. Like, you learn these things, and I'm not talking about you learn these things at, like, 17 or 16 or, like, later in your teen years. I mean, like, you're learning this at, like, 9, like, 11, and, like, that is the reality, and it's not something, like, I think a lot of people try to make it seem like being ignorant or being racist is a matter of opinion. That's not opinion, you are. Like, me feeling oppressed, or like the oppression in America, like how black people are treated, is not a matter of opinion. It is a fact. There is a difference. There are stereotypes. There is something going on, and like whether you want to admit it or not, like, you know, like whether you want to acknowledge it or not, black women in movies are not sought after. We're often seen as hard characters who, I don't need a man, we're not soft. Black men are considered to be either gangsters or cheaters. Like, show me a successful black man in a movie that was not made by Tyler Perry, and honestly, I got, like, seriously, like, and, like, we're treated as an afterthought. We're thrown into movies because the like, directors don't want to seem like, you know, they're not with the program, or they're not woke or something. Like, we're such an afterthought. It's, like, literally ridiculous. Like,
kind of why, for me, high school was kind of, like, rough. And, like, don't even get me started on the dating aspect of that. But, like, we can talk about this in another video. Matter of fact, I'm going to have a whole #T about it. But right now, we're just trying to make our pizza. So, sorry for the little tangent. So, the pizza is done. It has a first layer of, like, tomato sauce. And then I had my mozzarella ball, and I cut that up. And then, because I love mozzarella cheese. And then I have some tomatoes and mushrooms on it. I'm going to pop this in the oven. I don't know how long. It's just like 10 minutes, or until the crust is golden brown and the toppings are hot. So, thank you.
Okay, so I didn't really grease the pan that well. So it fell apart and everything came off, but I'm still gonna eat it because it kind of looks okay. Not really. We're not here for the aesthetic value. I'm gonna watch some Netflix and try and finish. I brought a knife and a fork because ain't no way I'm about to eat it without one. And we're just gonna hope that I don't get it on my white fluffy blanket. So, yeah. Guys, the pizza's actually so good. Okay, I knew it. I just had to stop in the middle of my eating and Netflixing to tell you guys that it was actually good. So, guess getting the pizza and making it from scratch checked off my bucket list. Bam! Okay, so I am set up on my floor. It's getting kind of dark outside, so I'm trying to do this very quickly. So I'm set up on my floor. I have my jean jacket, some scissors because it is a men's jean jacket, so I have to cut it up first, like cut the bottom. But I think I'm actually going to do that afterwards. Or no, I'm going to do it now because I don't want to start painting and then I have to cut in the middle of my paint. I have some brushes that I got, my acrylic paints, paper towel, some water. I don't know why I said that like that. Like, have you ever seen that SpongeBob meme where he's like, water? Well, yeah, that was what was in my head. And so, and then some sparkling water. I'm gonna probably not talk during this one because I'm trying to rush to get it done. Please forgive me. So, I'm gonna watch some YouTube. My computer's like right there. So I'm gonna watch some videos while I'm doing this. But yeah, this is the last thing on the list for today. So let's get it started. Okay, let's go. and all night. My eyes are open all day and all night. I've been going all day and all night. We stay up, we stay on all day and all night. Ooh, yeah. Okay, so I'm just gonna stop filming for a hot second because this is gonna take me longer than I thought. Ooh, I gotta paint. I'll just paint that over. So I'm making a flower on the back, and I feel like that's so cliche, but yeah, I wanted to make a flower. It's gonna be like a sunset flower, but and then I'm gonna like do some other stuff on the front, but I'm gonna have to do it in the morning because this needs to dry. So I'm gonna finish painting, and I will show you guys the end product once I'm done. Okay, so I'm not quite sure if this is the finished product yet, but I think I'm gonna stop for tonight because I literally am having such back pain from sitting on the floor for so long. I don't know if I'm gonna add some more flowers, but I definitely know that I'm going to hem this tomorrow once this dries, and then I'm probably going to decorate the front. And then I'm gonna sell it. So basically, I didn't really want to tell anybody about this yet, but I'm starting like kind of like a locker room, like an online locker room, where I'm taking like all these like thrift store bought stuff, and then I'm flipping it so that it's like nice stuff. And so I will sell it, and like you guys, it'll be coming up soon. But as for right now, I think I am done with this. Okay guys, so that concludes my video. I was gonna sit down and do a formal like bye, but I'm tired and I want to go to sleep. It's very, 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 very late at night. So I am saying sayonara. Please like or subscribe, or both. It'll make me feel so warm in the heart. But yeah, thank you so much, and stay tuned for the rest of the bucket list series.